What's up? Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Let me show y'all something real quick. So we got a banana tree right here. They're not ripe, just yet. But when they are, I'm gonna take my cutlass, get busy. Right here, we got some pineapples. And I'm not trying to flex. This is a no flex zone. This video is to inspire and motivate you all to live out your dreams. Man, the air is so big. Man, passion fruit. Once this turns yellow and wrinkles up, it's gonna drop on the ground and then it'll be good to eat. You know what I'm saying? It's passion fruit all in here. Okay, let's go around here. Grand Rising. Grand Rising. Grand Rising. Grand Rising. Yeah. Let's go around here. This aloe vera plant. Aloe vera plants. You know what I'm saying? Let's go down here. Yeah, man, the owner of this property that I'm renting from, he told me, you could pick whatever you want to pick, eat whatever fruit you want to eat, as long as you just maintain it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be here for a couple months, so I'll be able to eat just about everything that's growing right now. Let's go down these steps right here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to plant my own stuff, too. Probably plant some watermelon. I think this is lavender if I'm not mistaken. I may be wrong, so for all you Caribbean people out there and Central and South Americans that's out there, correct me if I'm wrong about anything that I'm saying. Got wild fruit, excuse me, not wild fruit, wild berries growing right here. Go around here. All of these are fruit trees. You know what I'm saying? I think this is jujube. Let's go down here. Let's take it slow, because last time I almost bust my butt when I was walking down here. What's that right there? Jackfruit. And it's another jackfruit tree right here too. Man, it's fruit trees all around the whole property, man. It's beautiful. Let's go up here. Oh, man. Beautiful, beautiful morning. Well, not really a morning, because we're not mourning no one's death. Right here you got the, what is it, water apples? Let's see, I just seen some over here. Right there. Yeah, man. Let's go up here. Here's more bananas. It's beautiful, man. Beautiful. Like I said, this is a no flex zone. All I'm here to do is inspire and motivate. That's it. Live out your dreams. Get out of that cubicle and those corporate buildings that you go to, and really get out here and live life. Be one with nature. Be one with self. It's all about family, man. Bring your family with you. Let's get to this video. Yo, what's going on? What's happening? Before I begin this video, I want to say one thing, you know what I'm saying? The last video I did You know, in the beginning of that video, I showed myself drinking from the stream that's located in this backyard, in my backyard. And, you know, people in the comment section were like, yo, man, you need to make sure that water doesn't have bacteria or this or that in it that's going to, you know what I'm saying, make you sick or whatever. And my response to that is no disrespect. It's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? My response to that is, man, all my life living in America, I've been drinking water that has been treated with fluoride, ammonia, chlorine. Like, I don't know if you fully understand what a water treatment plant is. Like, we're constantly in the United States, our faucet water, shower water, toilet water is constantly being recycled. So when you defecate, when you have a menstrual cycle and you flush your tampon down that toilet, if you throw up, whatever it may be, waste, whatever it may be, that's going down your drain, whether it's your sink drain, your bath, your bath or shower water, toilet water is going to a treatment plant. And it's being cleansed. The water's being cleansed with fluoride, chlorine, and ammonia. And who knows whatever else chemicals that they're putting in that water. And once it's clean, it's being pushed back out to your house. So if, this is my point, if I survive off of drinking American water, I'm more than sure that I can survive off of drinking this water out of a stream. And that's real talk. See, this is the problem. We don't trust nature. Even though we come from nature, even though we come from Mother Earth, we don't trust her anymore. We trust man. And look at the predicament that we've put ourselves in, especially minorities, black people. When nowadays, I hardly ever see black folks smile. Yeah, this April the 5th protest thing, we didn't participate in it. And you saw black people dancing in the streets and stuff like that, you know. But I mean, that's only temporary. And that the reality of it is that we're seeing, and this is the truth, we're seeing white supremacy fall. And non-blacks are going crazy. There's one more attempt in order to maintain control. And this is the reason why you see life just being so hard. Because the non-blacks are trying to gain control back. And they know they're losing it. And they know sooner than later, white supremacy, white privilege, and all of that BS will cease to exist. Yes, I guarantee you that we're going to see white supremacy fall with our own eyes. We're not going to have to wait like our ancestors did for hundreds upon hundreds of years. No, this is the end. And I tell you this, or rather, let me say it like this, my fault. I ask you this, black folks that is, when are you going to take the time out while America, she's falling and people are going apeshit and there's wars and there's tariffs and hyperinflation and funflation and shrinkflation and people losing their jobs, losing their houses and all of that shit. When are you going to take the time out to get a peace of mind? I know I got mine. I know I got my peace of mind. When are you going to get yours? Because see, I got my peace of mind. And like I said in the last video, I'm going for the whole goddamn mind this time instead of a piece of it. We deserve it. We deserve it. Haven't we been through enough? That's real talk. Haven't we been through enough as a race, as a collective, and as an individual? Straight up. I just learned about a disorder. It's called DID. D-I-D. Now, I may be mispronouncing the first word of it, but it's an acronym. It's a dissociative, I think that's it is, dissociative identity disorder. Well, that's another word for split personality. And I'm like, man, you know what? Black people, a lot of black people, especially the ones that go to work, suffer from DID. Us as black people that go to work, that have a 9 to 5, have a split personality. That's real talk. And we realize it, but we don't realize that that is a disorder. Like, straight up. Are you who and what you are as a black man or a black woman when you go to work? Or do you put on that fake smile? Do you talk lightly like that instead of that having that bass in your voice? Do you pin your hair up? Do you have to wear your hair a certain kind of way? Do you have to shave off your beard? Do you have to be someone that in reality you're not? And the answer is, I know it because I used to work a 9 to 5. You have to be something that you're not. Yeah, Monday through Friday from 9 to 5, you have to be something else. The minute that you get off after 5, then you could be who and what you want to be. And then once the week ends, I got to pop my melanin. Once you get to the weekend or the end of your weakness, you can be strong. Strong meaning that you can be who you are naturally designed to be. A black man or a black woman from Saturday to Sunday. But then Monday comes, you got to get right back into the rotation of being another person of whom you're not. Straight up. To appease the non-blacks. Man, I can't tell you how many people that I've seen that's black, that fake it, that have the white voice, that talk white and all the rest of that shit. And yes, there's a thing that where you talk white. It is. And if you don't believe me, go to any of your local news, right? Charlotte's is WBTV. And listen to a white woman, a white anchor, a black woman anchor woman or anchor man that's black. Listen to how they talk. And you tell me if that's how black people really talk. Black people don't talk with their noses, their nostrils like, today's news, we're gonna. First and foremost, our noses are too wide and big for us to talk like that. Got to wear a suit and tie. I never was a suit and tie wearing person. That shit is uncomfortable for me. But that's the attire of the non-blacks. When you gonna get your peace of mind? When? My brother, and I hope that I'm not disrespecting him. I hope that he understands what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But my brother, Pretty Ricky, you know what I'm saying? He sent me a message through DM stating, you know, what he has. He was like, yo, man, I got 2 luxury cars. And that he does. And this is not information that, you know, I'm telling. He has his Instagram page and a Facebook page. So he tells people these things. It's not like I'm telling his business. You know what I'm saying? Like, as of recent, he talked about how, you know, he's going through the whole thing with tariffs and he's buying he's turning in his old Acura to get a brand new one. Right? So he said it and he DM'd me. He said, yo, I got 2 luxury cars, a nice home. That he does. I've seen it. Well, I haven't physically been there, but I've seen the pictures and the videos. You know, he's engaged, about to get married. He makes, I'm not going to say how much he makes, but he makes a pretty good penny. I'll tell you this, I don't even make half of what he makes. And he's like, yo, I respect what you doing. And what I got from that is materialistic shit. Material things don't matter. It don't matter. He's saying I make great money. I got cars. I got houses. I got a house. I've done everything right. I'm literally living an American dream, but for some odd reason, at least that's what I got. I may be wrong, Pretty Ricky, but for some odd reason, I'm still not happy. I'm still not satisfied. And when I look at your videos, I see a man that's happy. I see a man that has something that I want, and that is a peace of mind. And a peace of mind is priceless. Stop asking for a peace of mind, black people, and take it. That's real shit. That's real shit, man. People could pick on me and talk about some, man, you renting. You out of the country. This is what they tell me. You know what I'm saying, man? You on vacation. How am I could see if I was, it's been 2 weeks. It's going on 2 months that I've been here, man. But this is what they tell me. I'm on vacation and I'm renting. Okay, so what? Then they say the Airbnb shit. What's the problem? What's so bad about getting an Airbnb if I have one? I can be able to afford it. I can afford it. Well, let me tell you something. This is crazy to me. When people talk about how I'm renting and I'm paying Airbnb and this, that, and so forth. Like you sound silly. Just like this one guy, he was talking about how people are so broke nowadays, they're making payments on food deliveries. And he was like, why get something? I'm making a point. Listen to me. Hear me out. Why get your food delivered and buy food and not be able to afford it? Like, if you have to make payments, then you can't afford it. And I'm sitting here, I'm listening to him. And then he was like, yeah, because I bought a brand new car and this and that, so forth. And I'm like, oh, shit. So you think when they change the words up, like leasing and stuff like that, that don't mean payments? Like, I could reverse it on everyone. The average person that buys a car makes car payments. They can't afford, real talk, they can't afford at the moment to buy a $60,000 car. For some, if they were to go to a car dealership and pay $60,000 cash for their car, that would be their whole year's worth of money, income. So it don't make sense. Everybody's making payments. That's my point. Everyone. You can't just go to when you say you bought a house, you didn't buy a house. You went to a bank and you got a loan, and you're making payments, or rather mortgage on your loan. You're paying your mortgage. And if you don't pay your mortgage, if you don't pay for your car note, they're going to take that shit. Well, see, at least with an Airbnb, I can stay as long as I want to if that's what I'm doing. If that's what I'm doing. As long as I could book my shit up 3 months, 4 months, as long as that block or those blocks are available, I can pay 3, 4, 5, 6 months up. And then once it's over, then I could just leave. I'm not getting evicted. You know what I'm saying? If I'm renting, some of these places, you can rent a car from a person. I'm not getting my car taken once I'm finished with, like, come on, man. Everybody's renting. Everyone is financing something. So why not finance or make payments on the delivery, food deliveries and shit for food? All for food. Why not make payments on that? Straight up. The average American can't go inside of a car dealership and pay $70,000 in cash, in full, right then and there. And you know what? Let me tell you something. Even if you could, that would be a bad investment. Even rich people don't do it. Most rich people lease their cars. The shit this is the reason why I know that the people that look at me
and that are haters, they broke. They don't know shit about how the real world is ran. Real shit. That's real shit. Like, you want to joke on me about potentially living in an Airbnb. Don't even know my what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know how many fucking Caucasians live in Airbnbs? Like, when I was on the beach, you know how many Caucasians I saw that was living in tents? Real shit. They got it where you can rent out tents. I wouldn't do it. $300 for $300 or $400 for the month. I'm not living in no tent, you know, and going out and have to dig a hole and take a shit and have to share, like, I'll get a hot pot or some shit like that. That's just too much for me. But you know how many white people I see living in Winnebagos? You want to know why there's a lot of people doing that, non-blacks? It's because they want a peace of mind just like anyone else does. And they're willing to make any type of sacrifices. That's what it's all about. It's making sacrifices. There are some things that I can't do or don't have access to here in this country that I live in. But guess what? The pros outweigh the cons. That's real talk. So when motherfuckers talk about I told you he coming back. I told you he miss America. Not when it comes to my peace of mind. Real shit. That shit's priceless, man. I wake up every morning and it's just so peaceful. So peaceful, man. I've never, out of all my life, I've never woken up just about every day, man, waking up to the sun shining, birds chirping, perfect weather. When are you going to find your peace of mind, black folks? Is the question. Real shit. Or are you just going to continue being a slave in a slave system? Working to make ends meet. Real shit. Like, man, I just decided in my life, you know what I'm saying? And people will say, well, that's your choice to do that. And everybody has a choice and blah, 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 blah. And it's that. Yeah, you're right. Everyone does have a choice. And you could do what you want to do with your life. And if your choice is to stay in America and be in America and watch it as America sinks or falls, then that's your choice. Me, on the other hand, I'd rather be on somewhere else seeing it from afar. That's real shit. It's just nothing like it, man. It's nothing like it. It's nothing like getting up in the morning and knowing that you can get a peace of mind, man. And the fruit and vegetables are there for you, you know, and man, it's not perfect here. It's not. I'm going to be real with you. I don't think any place is perfect, especially when it boils down to black folks. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, man, the pros outweigh the cons, man. It really does. And I could tell you, man, you know, yeah, I got a little passionate and raised my voice in this video, but man, I could tell you, man, I'm more calm and peaceful than I've ever been. And I love it. And I wish that everyone can enjoy this. But, you know what I'm saying? I got here on my own and I did it on my own. And if this is what you want, you got to do the same thing. You have to have that determination. You have to have that strong will, and you have to you have to prioritize, you know what I'm saying, your life. You have to say to yourself, you know what? Am I willing to give up Gucci belts, 5-star restaurants, what else? You know what I'm saying? For women, weave down my back, wigs, you know what I'm saying? Different events and shit that you know, go down in Atlanta, Charlotte, you know, major cities like Atlanta, Charlotte, Houston. Am I willing to give up the city life? You know what I'm saying? The nightlife, the clubs, the this, the that. And I'm not saying that you know, there ain't no clubs here and shit like that don't pop off, but it's at a minimum. Am I willing to live a very humble life just to get a peace of mind? What am I willing to sacrifice just to get a peace of mind? You got to ask yourself that question. And for real, have that face-to-face conversation with yourself. And really say to yourself, is this something that I really want? Or, you know, it's just, you know, some shit that I think about every now and then because I'm going through some shit. I got a little bit of stress, you know what I'm saying, on my table, and I'm gonna get over it. And I really like living in America. I'm Americanized. I'm assimilated. I like my corporate job. I make a certain amount of money, and you know, I like driving nice cars. I like nice quote unquote nice things. Excuse me. I like, you know, shopping at, you know, high designer clothing stores, and you know, I like all the comforts that America gives me, and I'm willing to sacrifice my peace of mind in order to maintain that, because that stuff, believe it or not, is my peace of mind. Well, okay, well, at least you're real with yourself. At least you're real with yourself. I mean, I could never see material things giving you a peace of mind, especially when you have to work hard in order to maintain it or attain it. Like, most black folks are going to work and driving BMWs and Mercedes Benzes, and they don't have the time to enjoy the new car that they have, because, let me take it back. They don't have the time to enjoy the new car that they bought. Why? Because their time is taken out for them to bust their ass in order to maintain it, to make the payments. That's the only time that they have, is to make the car payments. You got this brand new house. You took one day to celebrate it. Everybody came over, you had wine, you had liquor, you know what I'm saying, all of that stuff, chicken, and you know, black folks love the chicken, you know what I'm saying, soul food, all that shit, potato salad, macaroni and cheese, collard greens, all that shit. And everybody celebrated and was elated, you know what I'm saying, happy for you that you are a homeowner now. But after that day, now it's you have to go to work in order to maintain it, to pay that fucking mortgage off. You got a 20, 30 year mortgage that you got to pay on. So at the end of the day, you're hardly even at home to enjoy your house. So oftentimes you hear these people that are hardly at home, they'll brag about how low their light bill is, how low their water bill is. Yeah, true, because you're not utilizing the lights or the water because you're never at home. So what are you really, like, you have to ask yourself, why are you existing? You only exist to pay bills? And every now and then, you know, they give you, you know, PTO. You know, you got holidays, you know, you got, you know, days that you may take off or whatever, and that's it. So we could sum that up and say out of 365 days, you may have 2 weeks off. 14 days out of 365 days off. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. When are you going to get a peace of mind? When? I'm gonna tell you what my peace of mind was when I was in the States. It was in the gym. You know, it was when I went downstairs and I got in the sauna, the steam room, in the hot tub. And then that peace of mind turned into hell. Why? It's no disrespect to the elemental P community. You know what I'm saying? I don't get down like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm straight. Like 6 o'clock, 12:30. Straight up. But that time of me getting that peace of mind got infiltrated. So when I would go downstairs, and they was upstairs too looking. When I would go downstairs, men that is, when I would go downstairs in the men's locker room, I'm sitting here and like, yo, man, you know, when I went to change and went up and worked out for about an hour and a half, came back down, and this 2 or 3 men that's still in the hot tub, and it don't even seem like they really in the hot tub to get a peace of mind. It seemed like they're in the hot tub to get a piece of ASS. Yeah, man. A lot of people, you deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. Got to get a piece of mind, at least a piece of it. Me, I'm greedy. I want it all. I want it all. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, man. And seriously, man, I every day I see just how mentally America had its claws on me, man. I'm telling you, when you leave America and you sit down and you take the time out to breathe, some call it meditate, breathe and just, be one with self, you're going to find out the ugly and horrible truth to everything that you was going through while you were living in America. And it's going to be ugly, man. And you may shed some tears. Because I can tell you, man, living in America and going to work 9 to 5 and having to pay bills and all the rest of that shit ain't nothing but a modernized plantation. And I've always said this and always will say it. You know what I'm saying? We were picking cotton in the cotton fields back in the days, and now we picking cotton called fiat notes. And fiat notes is what? 75% made out of 75% cotton and 25% linen. Everybody chasing after that bag. And what is that bag going to give you? It ain't going to give you true happiness. It's not going to give you true peace. That's something that nature can provide to you. Not a dollar bill. I hope this video helped a lot of people out. All I'm here to do is motivate and inspire. This is a no flex zone. You know what I'm saying? If I can get here with children, and I'm not going to give you all of the, all the names and numbers of children that I have, because all that's personal to me. You know what I'm saying? I'll never put my personal business out there ever again. And for those that follow my channel, you know why. But I'll tell you this, I got more than 3. And it was a lot more easier because of the fact that I only have, I don't want to sound ghetto, but I only have one baby mama, so to speak. So I didn't have to, chase after this baby mama and say, hey, listen, I want to take my child out of the country. Can I have permission? No. I don't have multiple baby mamas. I only have one. And all of us left all at the same time on the same motherfucking plane. And when our time is up here and we feel as though that, hey, you know what? This was cool, but, I want to move on and see something bigger and better. We all going to leave together as a family. That's real talk. So, find your peace of mind. Real shit. And as a man, it's your duty to get your family out of the chaos so you all can start that healing process. Just like how my family had to. Man, I love y'all, man. It's real shit. And I just want the best for all of us. And maybe I'm just filled with optimism and maybe there's no hope. I don't know. I just know that I'll never stop being this way. I'll never stop being me. No matter how cruel society, not this world, because as you can see in the beginning of this video, Mother Earth provides. I get to be me again. I get to be whole. I get to be corny, goofy, all that shit. I don't have to walk around with names all over my body so that people can respect me. I don't have to drive a particular car so people can respect me. I don't have to live in a particular neighborhood so people can respect me. I don't have to eat at a fancy restaurant or attend this particular club so people can respect me. I don't have to have a particular career so people can respect me. It's one thing I hated when I was in the States. I go to these cookouts and the first thing a motherfucker say is, man, what do you do for a living? And based on what I say, that will be the person that asks that question. It will determine whether he or she treats you a certain way, treats me a certain kind of way. So if I say, yeah, I'm a garbage man. Oh, yeah, we ain't got too much to talk about. But if I say I'm a lawyer and I work at this such and such firm, it's like, oh, eyes all open. Shouldn't you respect me as a human being first? That's why I know shit's coming to an end. We are truly at the end game. Real shit. Bye, people. Before this shit all ends, find your peace of mind. Other than that, out.